Hi, this video is intended for people in college algebra. I'll be talking about the relationship between the point slope formula and graph transformations. The point slope formula gives you the equation of a line with a given slope passing through a given point h comma k. Here's the point slope formula. A lot of you probably just got it memorized, and that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with memorizing. But what I'll do in this video is to give a point of view using graph transformation as to where this formula came from. That will help you remember the formula even if you happen to have forgotten what you've memorized. For graph transformations, they work like this. Let's say that you're given this graph of y equals fx. If you want to translate it, meaning you want to shift it, you want to make it just slide over to the right or left horizontally along the x-axis. Let's say I want to slide it to the right by 3. Then I replace the x in here with x minus 3. If I replace x with x minus 3, then I would get an identical graph, just shift it over, or the technical term is translated over by 3. Remember the minus. So if I want to shift it to the right by 3, I go x minus 3. I want to shift it to the left by 3, I go x minus negative 3, which is x plus 3. On the other hand, if I want to take this graph and want to shift it straight up or down, so vertical shift or vertical translation, then I add to the end of the function. So instead of y equals fx, if I want to shift up by 1, I write it as y equals fx plus 1. And I get this graph, y equals fx plus 1. If you look at this and you subtract 1 both sides, then what you get is y minus 1 on the left and fx is on the right. You'd be getting this, y minus 1 is equal to fx, meaning to go up by 1, you replace y with y minus 1. So that's an alternative way of thinking about vertical translation, is replacing the y by y minus the amount of translation. For left and right translation, meaning horizontal translation, the same direction as the x-axis, you replace x by x minus h. To do vertical translation, meaning along the direction of the y-axis, you replace y by y minus k. This is the kind of transformation we do later when you learn about the circle, where the original equation of a circle that you will learn will have the center at 0, 0. And if you move the center somewhere else, then you replace x and y with x minus h and y minus k. That's graph transformation. Now let's look at the situation where we need to use the point slope formula. We want the equation of a line with a given slope of m and containing the point h comma k. All right, then first let's start out, just do one at a time. So the slope of m, that's the line y equals mx, that's the red line there, and the point h comma k, which is just a point. Now, what I need is to make sure that the red line somehow moves over to the blue dot. Make sure the line of slope m passes by the point h comma k. Here's how I think about it. The line y equals mx is currently passing through the point 0, comma 0 down there. But I wanted to reach the point h comma k. I want the line to move over to where x is equal to h and move up to where y equals to k. And I will do that by using graph transformation. I want the red line to go from 0, 0, shift over to where x is no longer 0, that x is now h. Good, I'm here. This is a horizontal shift for x from 0 to h. So that means I need to replace x with x minus h. the equation of this new line is y equals m, and then instead of x now I have x minus h in parentheses. That's not quite the line I want, right? I want the line to pass through the point h comma k, not that point h comma 0 at that bottom there. So I need to push it up by k. Follow the little blue block. The whole line is being pushed up to k. Since it's a vertical shift, we're replacing y with y minus k. We started with y equals m times x minus h, replacing y with y minus k. We now has y minus k is equal to m times x minus h. And that is the point slope formula. If you add k both sides, then we have this alternative form of the point slope formula where the plus k is on the other side. But personally, I believe it's more helpful for future applications and easier to think of. And that is if you translate left and right, then replace x with x minus k, translate up and down, replace y with y minus k. So that's how the point slope formula relates to graph transformation. Like I said, you could just memorize the point slope formula, that's not a problem, but this shows how everything in algebra is related together and they're consistent with each other. And this way of thinking will definitely help you later on when you learn conic sections. Comment below on what you think of this and subscribe for more contents. Thanks for watching. Bye.